Hey everybody, welcome back to RagingElephants.org. I'm Apostle Claver T. Kamau-Imani. Obviously back on location again today, but listen, this is a special plea that we're making to you, the partners of RagingElephants.org. A little bit different than our usual Raging blogs looking at a specific issue. Today we're asking specifically for your financial help to get a project, a dream of ours, up and running and moving. My church isn't very far away from the location that I'm standing here, just a little bit west of Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Now, right behind our cameraman Brian is the exit of the South Loop, the MLK exit of the South Loop. And you'll see some footage later on in the vlog of what it looks like coming off the exit of the South Loop, going east here in Houston, exiting the Martin Luther King Jr. exit of the South Loop. And what you'll see is directly behind me this billboard that's available. And what we want to do is to buy this billboard, lease it, rent it, whatever you do, and put on there, Martin Luther King Jr. was a Republican. And of course, it's cool to be in the GOP, one of our slogans from RagingElephants.org. We think it'll have a fantastic psychological effect and great marketing for the Republican Party. You'll see it. Brian will frame it for you, and you'll see it in this particular vlog, exactly what we're talking about. Look, as Republicans, we're always saying, how can African Americans and community of color continue to support the Democratic Party? We know the policies of the Democratic Party are actually destructive to the communities of color. And we continually say, don't they know the history of the Republican Party? Don't they know that it was a large gathering of African Americans here in Texas, African American men, that actually formed the Republican Party? We're the party of Lincoln, a party that was formed for their emancipation and the abolition of slavery. We're the party of John Langston and Frederick Douglass. We're the party of Booker T. Washington and Jackie Robinson, and yes, the party of Martin Luther King Jr. Just a couple of weeks ago, a bust of Sojourner Truth, an abolitionist and a supporter, advocate of women's suffrage, was unveiled in the Capitol. But more than likely, there wasn't a single African-American Republican woman invited to speak there. In fact, it was primarily Democratic women. Sojourner Truth was a Republican. But these facts are little known generally to the African-American community. And when I talk to you, those who are strong supporters of the GOP, you wonder why African-Americans aren't aware of this history of the party and how they could be so hostile towards the party and so friendly towards the party of the Ku Klux Klan, the Democratic Party, the party of Jim Crow, the party of the segregationists, the party of the Dixiecrats, the party of separate but equal, and Dred Scott. All of these were policies of the Democratic Party, yet African Americans seem to be chained to that party. Well, you've always said, why don't we do something to educate the communities of color, specifically African Americans, about the history of the Republican Party? This is one way to do it. I'm sure you think this is a fantastic idea. But the truth of the matter is, it's going to take your financial help to get the graphics done and to be able to lease this billboard and to get it up and to where that it can make an impact on the African American community. We're trying to raise initially at least about $10,000 to make sure that we can secure it at least for a couple of months. And then we'll ask for your support to keep it up for as long as we possibly can. When we talk about RagingElephants.org being a triad, we say it's built on 3 prongs. And the first one is messaging. And this is what we're talking about. Folks, if other political activists, even if the Republican Party, does not want to be on the offensive and lead in this way, I've already vowed to you that RagingElephants.org, we would lead to try to change the hearts, minds, and votes of those that we most desperately need in order to end the demographic crisis of conservative voting base. We need to change the hearts and minds of those that are in the communities of color. They must be able to know what the history of the Republican Party is. They must know that it was the party of Lincoln that freed their ancestors and was always on the lead when it came to civil rights and equal rights. We have to start at some place, And I think this is a good place to start. Don't you agree with me? If you do, we're going to ask you to go to that donate button right now on the homepage of ragingelephants.org and give the best gift you can, not just once, but continually. Look, you see it's vacant. At the time the Lord gave me this idea, this billboard right behind me, it was being leased by another company. That was only a few weeks ago. Now it's empty, it's vacant, it's available. We need to move quickly on it. Let's do it. Don't stop, don't delay. Whatever you can give today, let's do it, and then pass this video on to all your other friends. Let's do something shocking and quick. We talk about having rapid response. This is rapid response. The door is open. Let's bust right through it. Let's get the job done. I'm going to thank you in advance for your donation, for your financial partnership for ragingelephants.org. This is the type of thing you've been telling us you want someone to do for the conservative voting base, for the cause of liberty. This is something that you've told us you want us to do. You want Raging Elephants to lead on. We're doing it. Now partner with us. Let's get it done. Thank you for your attention. I'm Apostle Claver T. Kamau-Imani.